Alrighty, here we go again. Jolene looks so nice. She was smiling at me. Love you, Jolene. And I am going to tell you again, she looks amazing today. She woke up at 7, looks like a 10. What I'm going to try to do today is, what I'm going to try to do today, I'm going to buff this off with the sander, just show you how I do it, hold the sander, how to grind it off. Then I'm going to try to bust this door out again. I've been looking at it, and I should have maybe come over and done the other door, but when I come around the corner, I wanted to continue on with the firewall, sort of keep things new. That's what I wanted to do. I didn't want to run right over and do that one, but it's new now because I got to do it. So I'm going to take measurements off the other door and look at that one and try to make this door. But first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grind this off just to show you how I can grind it off because of the way I welded it up. And what I'm saying that for is, we all know that if you watched the last video, I 45'd that together, welded on the top, and bring it down. So we know we're welded on the top, so I'm going to be able to at least flush it off at the top. And the way I'm going to do it, I'm going to show you, just so you know. If you're taking I got a flapper wheel here. I think it's probably the coarsest one you can get. If you're going to take the grinder and angle it down like that, you're going back down to where you have welded it on. That's where you're going. That's where I flappered, wheeled it off. I did that to it. And I got it 45. Now I built the corner back up with the weld. I do not want to take it back off again. I want to keep it there. I want to keep that corner of weld. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flush this side off, and then I'll sand this side off. And then we can look at it, and then I'll go on to the door. Go on to the door. Basically, I want to hold it flat. I don't want to dig it. Just want to hold it flat. That's holding it flat. I didn't take it off this way yet. I can do that because I know I welded the top. This here, I kind of knocked it down with the hammer a little bit. So I'm going to lay my grinder over and try to get on flat with the metal. I'm just going to try to keep it flat. Alrighty, you can see how I got the top flushed off. That's all I did there. Not taking no more off the top. That's the end of it. That's the top. That's flat. Now I got the front to deal with. Just going to sand it down till it feathers off. And now when I get it done, I'll know there's weld there. And I know when to stop grinding on the front is when I hit this metal. Have to come back and hit it again. All right? Flushing it off, just sanding and flushing it off. I want to get my knee pads on. I do, to sand that off. Having a fantastic Monday we are. Me and Jolene are having a fantastic Monday. Things are going well. Or I am anyways. Jolene, how about you? You're smiling. You look like you're sparkling. How's that? You're sparkling. Just keep sanding here. just not hitting the door there yet, just kind of taking the weld off, just trying to see if there's any pinholes or like that, not trying to grind it back, just trying to leave the weld on, but yet polish it off the best I can. I'm going to leave it like that. So what I'm saying right now, as I've welded that on and as I've put it on, how I applied it, I ground it off on a 45. We welded it all the way full, all the way along. I know the top is welded because I welded it down, laid it on the top, on the side. As I've got the top, I know that's welded because I just flushed it off. I didn't angle it, I didn't anything. I just flushed it off on the top. On the front side, I just sanded it off level with the door. So now I've got to weld all the way along there, and I know that I'm going to be good. Spots like this, got to come back and repair it. You know, that's pretty basic. You know, something like that, come back and repair it. Come back and repair it if you want to. If something's not looking good, come back and repair it. And it's just as simple as that. And you grind it off the exact same way. So now, that's basically ground off. I've used a flapper wheel. Didn't use a big hard disc on that because I did not want to rip it up and make a mess of it. I just wanted to grind the weld of it and want it still strong, and I don't want to grind it off. You have to be careful in that sort of stuff. If I 45'd it, I would have went right back to where I was before. Let's get on this bad boy. I'm just going to knock some edges off it and go for it. Do not so much remember a whole bunch on that one, but we'll do as we did this side. We'll look at that one and continue on. Take a couple sharp edges off it. I like to use the vehicle as a jig, that's why I tack it on that way. And you really do have to, you know, you really do have to jig things up sometimes because they move drastically when you weld it. This door is kind of crusty. Not done, but crusty. We're going to set her in the right spot or set her along the edge of the door where I think it's okay. Where did we cut that off at? See, we got a line going across there where it's bent down. We're not going way up there though. Let's cut some stuff off, see what we got here. If I had any hair in my armpit, it's gone. What I just went along there, the window track is still there. Just didn't want to knock it off. It's still there, so I might as well keep it if I can. The window track. I can keep that on there. She hit an edge. Just just want to cut some stuff off so I can see what I'm doing just a little quicker than the other side. Yeah, we'll just cut this off then. Don't even know where I'm going, but I'm cutting her off. Look straight ahead, I guess. Would you? Geez, I was getting close, wasn't I? Nope, it's okay. That's the other piece. Now, this is where the door, the skin is welded on. This is the inside of the hood that come around here. And this is the leftover from the door that I went up on, and I'm going to cut it off. Just cut it off above the weld. Makes it nice when you cut it off like that. You get a nice edge like that. I think it does. I know it does. Moving quite quickly. Look like looks nice. Cut off nice. Seam seal it. Whatever. Probably not going to even do that. Probably undercoat it for sure. What I'm thinking is, on that piece there, I might as well leave that. That's fine. Everything's doesn't look the best. It looked like it had some damage there at one time. I might flatten that out, so I should get a hammer and a dolly. Flatten that out. A little bit of damage there. That's what the other door looks like. And we're going to try to do the same over here. I'm going to, instead of banging that around and causing myself a hassle, I'm just going to go up here a little bit. I'm going to cut that off because that's damaged. Don't need it. We're going to be putting a bend on the skin anyways, so we don't need it. Just going to take my time, cut it off. I don't need this. I do not need it. Window channels connected here, window channel down there connected. Then knock off the sharp stuff. If I have to weld something back too, I will. Alrighty. Got to try the door. No. I cut this down when you notice when I cut the door off, I made the gap for the outside. I'm hoping for a 1/4 inch. That's what I'm hoping. So I got some room for fill. I cut this down a little bit. I know that. I'm just wondering if I should put it back on. Because I got a skin. I can make the skin right now because I can just measure down on that skin, apply it the same place, and then run it down and cut it off with this. I can do that. I'm going to get another zip cut just in case. I have some, I don't know what you call it, that really thick undercoating. I guess you would call it tar, pitch. I'm not sure what you call it, but I'm going to try to scrape it off because that's where I'm going to weld the door skin together. Try the other grinder. Alrighty, that looks okay. I'm just going to go by the other piece over here. I'm going to take a measurement. We'll take a look at it. And then we'll go from there. I better keep my glasses. Better take that other extra marker. Whew. On this one here, the bend is 3 3/4. 3 3/4. Plus 10, so we're going to go 10 1/2. So 14 by 32 3/4. 14. Did I say, yeah, 14. No, 10 1/2, no. That's, we'll go 3/4, so 4, 10. What did I say, 10, 9? Lost in my head. I start measuring things, man. That's when she goes bad for me. Let's do that again. I'm going to call that 4. I know it's 3 3/4, but I'm going to call it 4. And I said, so 15. I want a piece 15 wide. That way there I can run 3 3/4, do the bend, the 15, or the rest will give me the overhang and I can trim it off once I get it over here. Basically what I'm thinking. I gotta get a bench. Doing a lot of things first thing this morning. and my brain's all over the place. Henry, baby. Yeah, we've been doing a whole bunch of different stuff this morning. It's Monday. Sometimes Mondays are hard. Yes, they are, and I admit it, they are. Had so many. There. Sound okay? Alrighty. I'm gonna go over and do a measurement again. I know we want 15. That's just gonna give us extra. It's gonna give us extra. That's when I put the bend in it. Then I'll have extra, and I'll trim it off to where I need it. Before I do anything like that, I think I'll put the door on. Put the door on. I'm going for 32 3/4. What's this one say? This is what I'm doing it for. Come look at this one. 33. Yeah, and that's common. That is common. That's called, what can I call that? What's that called? Human resources when they go around and do that? Or what's that called? Well, it's human error, that's for sure, but quality control. That's that business. Quality control. Yeah. 33. Hopefully we can get this done right this time. Last time we did it, we got a bend in it the wrong way. It was okay, but it's not what I want to do today. Well, that doesn't make me happy. Get over there a little bit. I'm going to leave that there and vice grip it. And see, brain's not in the right place today. I could just bring over some vice grips and vice gripped it and went with it, but I did not. So I'll do the walk of shame twice. Jolene, you look amazing today. Get that on there. Get the plasma cutter going. It's even plugged in, even better. Had some visitors in this morning from New Brunswick. Very nice. Very nice people. Ready, baby? Very nice people. Very nice people. Alrighty. Need some air. Oh. First person that said coat hanger on the live chat. Was it Corey? Was Corey. He gets a shirt or a hat of his wishes. I said it. I meant it. I'm guessing he was first. Get some gloves on here. Everything's going good so far. Seems to be anyways. off there. Put it on a little tight, I did. Alrighty. I'm going to get this metal out of the way. What I'm trying to do right now at the present moment, I'm trying to get that bottom door skin tacked on. I'll have to put the door back on to get that figured out. But now I got the door skin made. I'm going to use the factory edge to weld on the door, and that way there I don't have to buff off the slag. I'm not going to buff off the slag. I'm not going to waste my time doing that, where I'm not going to use that part. That's the bottom. We'll count that as the bottom, and that way there when I cut it off to the door, I'll cut it off then. I'll kill two birds with one stone, I guess you call that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this, I should probably left that there. We'll just put this up here. I'm going to, I got to cut that off the length yet. Should have left that table there, but I did not. Wasn't thinking of that one, was I? Huh? Wasn't thinking of that one. Anyways, no problem. Just turn it back on. I've made worse boo-boos. That's for sure. Russian. I mean, I'm Canadian. But you know what I'm trying to tell you. That's how we do that, I guess. I want 3 3/4. Just going off the other door, I measured down from that door. I measured down and I welded on 3 3/4. That's the mark, so I'm going to do it on this side. Fina's outside working. She's woofing. I heard her woof. Did you hear her woof, hon?
Yeah.
Woof. Go with that. I don't know if I need them on, but I'm going to take, and I need the glasses on. The glasses are hard because it's when I'm close up, I'm not getting to see what I want to see, but I'm far away, it's like I can't see anybody. It's like I'm in the middle. I guess that's what they call middle age. And I think I'm beyond middle age. I think I'm... There we go. Come on. I'm nailing it right there. Nope, that didn't do it. What about one? Come on. Being fussy. Just looking at the panel over there. There's not much more than that. Not much more than that. Ooh, that looks good. Alrighty. I wanted a little roll in that. Put that on that side. Bum, 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 bum. I gotta think now. I can't make that mistake either right now. I need a piece of metal. And the reason I need a piece of metal is to see what it's going to roll like. I can't make that mistake right at the present moment. I'm too far in on the door skin. I want to try to get it on for you in this video. Or the start of it anyways. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Now, this is going on like this. Cool. Alrighty. You can see on the other door, or I can see on the other door, where it's welded on at. On the other door, you can see the holes along the door. I can see the holes along the door. I'll go over and show you as I point them out. That's what I'm going by. I'm just going to go by these. See the hole there, hole there, hole there, and right underneath the lock there. So we'll go over here, and we're basically going to do the exact same thing. We might have to trim a little bit out. We might have to, and the lock is not there in this one, or that little piece is not there, it's gone, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm going to get a I'm going to bend this just a little bit more. I want it tucked down to that. I'm going to bend it just a little bit more. Turn that off. This way for you. I probably should have did the other door right after that, right after I did the other one, but I didn't think it was going to be too hard. Just a little too much. That's okay. Just give her a little. Little stepping on, that's all. Just go easy, just go easy. I'm going to get a C-clamp, try to get it brought down that side so I can tack it along there, see what we got. I got to try that door on first, but I'll do the C-clamp thing for now to see what happens. Got two of them, one for either side. I like the ones with the, I like the C-clamps with the swivel heads on them. And I like them because they cause less damage, I guess. That's what I'm trying to tell you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clamp that right down on the edge of right on the edge of the door so it doesn't cause any damage. On the front side I'm talking. Just want to clamp it so. Don't want to damage the door. And I think I've showed you how I've bruised it before at the top, clamping it too tight. Just have to be careful, that's all. Have to be aware. Now, I'm going to the other door and look and see where that hits that. Above it a bit. But that doesn't mean anything. It's two different sides. Let's get this out. Seems like we're up further on the other door, this door, but does not matter. Does not matter. It's two different doors. Trying to get my swivel piece out on the edge where it's nice and sturdy. That's right on the edge with that. Just checking this real quick. I keep saying they're both different, but it's a nice guide. We're right on that line, sort of. This side can go up further. That's the tribes and tribulations of not getting it on real tight. Basically, I want to just get it looking straight on the door itself, because that's all that really matters. It doesn't matter but what that door looks like, I guess. It does not. Go up higher on this side, I think. And that just matters of cutting that off. Gotta get that up there a little bit. Looking okay. This has got to come more this way. I think I got more lip on this side than I've got on this side. Alrighty, I'm gonna take this off. The skin's going to work. That's all I need to know there. Take this off. I'm going to try the door on. Put my gloves on. Yeah. Now. Okay, that actually went on quite well. It's amazing, you know. I thought I cut some off that, you know. Got a nice gap going on there. Got a nice gap going on there, but we certainly do not have a nice gap going on at the bottom. And I'm going to mark it, and I'm going to have to cut it off. I've got a little bit going on there, not much. You can see it hitting. And so my lines are lining up. Lines are lining up. Looks okay, so I have to trim away. And I need my glasses for that. So I'm going to cut this off. I'm going to need some for fill, remember. It might be a bit much, but probably not. Having no gap is just the beginning of chips and problems and damage and so on and so forth. That's all it's the beginning of. And if you do not allow for enough for everything, it'll get you. It'll bite you in the ass. It certainly most will. It'll bite you in the ass. I don't know if I need that much up there. I'm going to try to run a piece of tape, take my googles off, just for shits and giggles. I'm going to try it. Might be able to get a straighter line, truer read. am I kidding? I guess. If I cut that off right there where the tape is, and I'm hitting there now, that's no good. I'm gonna go up where the mark is. I'm gonna do the mark. Just do it. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut that off and then put that on. This here is what's going on here. That's just not going in because the hinge is not connected. I like the gap there. Yes, I do. I know it's big, but I'm going to cut that off. That grinder just did not want to take off. I'm just going to, now that I got that like that, I'm just going to draw a straight line with a piece of tape. Alrighty. Just going to turn her over here. The other one was a patient, I remember, and now this one is a patient with experience, I guess. Alrighty. Let's get it this way here. Clean this off. What I'm going to do is, I probably could put the door back on and keep trimming and getting it perfect. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this skin on. I'm going to trace the other side, cut this off. We'll tack it together, and then we'll trim it together. I guess we'll trim it together. Let's put the panel on it. I'm going to get the vice grips going. Get the panel where I think it's okay. This must be for the other side. A little loose. Sort of, not that much, I guess. Beautiful. Nice straight line going across. I like it. So I'm going to knock that on there. Basically what I want is just a nice straight line going across there. Basically that's about it. I can knock that up some. I'm going to tack that in first. Made my mind up. So, yeah. Got a nice straight going line going across here, I figure. Not bad. Just run the straight, all I'm doing is running a straight line with this here. It doesn't really matter than anything else. You know, not to me it doesn't. As long as it looks straight across there. It's good to me. Push down. That'll hold her in place there. Knock her down a little tighter here. Try not to damage the front of the door. Just want to knock it down tight, that's all. A little long there, I have to shave it off. Alrighty, got it tacked on. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to knock it on with the hammer a little bit better. It's not exactly tight right there, not exactly tight. Just going to put my hand underneath it. No, it's not. But it is now. And what I'll have to do is, so I'll weld that on there where it's tight. Grind that off. I'm gonna have to grind that off, hammer it down. And weld it on tight. Basically. I'm going to go to the other side and get that side tight. tight on this side. Holding up on the door as I'm hitting it. Yes, I am. It's going to scrub this off. Got to get it back a little further. Very important to get your metal in place. See what happens there. 2 spots there. Cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it over, cut the front side off. Stacked on the top, it's not going nowhere. There she be, all in her handbag. Got a bit of a mess going on, but I'm building a door. Cut the fit. Alrighty, that's up there against that quite, it's up against it quite nice. What I'm going to do is I'm going to shave it off. I'm going to set it up in there. Got 18 gauge. That's what the metal is. It's 18 gauge. I've got lots of metal to weld on the new stuff. See how it fits on the old stuff. Piece of tape in there. So we're checking for door gap and the bottom fits. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Alrighty. I get a little bit, I gotta get a pin in that somewhat before I start yanging on it too heavy. I should have probably put something in it before, and I didn't. But that's okay. That's okay. Put something in it now. We haven't got pins for the truck. That's why the doors are all wobbly in the damn in it. Oh, that one fits there, but we're gonna have to get her hinged up. So we got quite a gap looking going on there, but no, it's actually quite nice actually. It's quite nice. I'm gonna have to clamp this door in place. That's what I think what I'll do is I'll tack that there where it's supposed to be, and then I'll get it in place up there. And I'll tack the door. This is going to be weld here where the two doors come together. And that's actually that's the better gap. That's the way it should be, to be honest with you. Looks good. Let's do this. I don't want to tack that back on there right now, I don't think. But that fits there, don't it? I like it. Nice. Where are we at? We're at 58. So what I'm going to do is, I just got to figure out where I want the door. I might tack it there, I'm not sure. What I have to do is I got to put that in place. That's actually quite nice, actually. And tack the bottom of this thing together where it's supposed to be. I can push it in and out like that. That just matters where the metal goes. And then I just tack it from underneath here. Just looking at it. We're coming out here like this. You can see it's coming out. When I do that, it pops my door out at the top. I do not mind that, I guess. But I want it both. I want both. Gonna take me a little jerry rigging to mess with it. It does probably, no, it looks good. For me, it looks good, from what I can tell. I think what I want to do, yeah. Let me do a little bit more. Or you want to give? All right, we're going to give away a hat or a shirt. That's what's going to happen. I got the door skin on the bottom as quick as I could. What happened is I just took it and measured it up on the other side. 3 3/4, measured it up on the door, planted the piece on the door, and then we're welded together at the bottom. It's going to fit nice. I just have to get the door put in where it's supposed to be. And remember, I got to add weld to the bottom of this door, so it's going to tighten that gap up just a little bit more. Yes, it will. And that's what I got to do to the other side a little bit. I got to do some rigging and jigging over there to make that right. We're coming on her one day at a time. You want to give away a hat or a shirt? We're giving away a hat or a shirt. I must thank everybody for all the comments and all the good things everybody says. Corey won a hat or shirt of his choice. He just has to get a hold of Jolene to let her know. And the reason being is, he said coat hanger first on the live chat, from what I understand. Congratulations. It's not always a coat hanger. Sometimes it's I don't know what you call those, steel rods for welding, I guess. Tried to stay focused on the door there a little bit. Lots of things going on today. Lots of people coming in, lots of people going. Had to lock down and shut down to get the video done. Jolene's working extra hard because she had to make something for somebody else. Well done, Jolene. So we're both really working hard on the first day of Monday. Flathead Ron's Garage. Looking forward to learning more fabrication tips from you, Chad. Thanks for the hard work and commitment. Cheers from the sunny California. Well, cheers to you, Flathead Ron. I hope we inspire you to do your project, because I know when you guys write comments like that, it inspires me to get this project done. The door is new all over again, but I'm trying to cheat. No, it's not cheating. I'm trying to be smart and using the other door to guide my way. I remember a few things that I made a mistake on the other door, and I didn't want to make it on this door, and I have not yet made it. Not looking forward to making it. I hope we just continue on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the door off and start tacking that bottom together and trying to make that door fit. And you come back tomorrow, Ron, and you get a hold of Jolene. She'll give you a hat or shirt of your choice. We want to thank you for watching and commenting, and see you tomorrow.